Thanks for sticking with us. Senior Michael Spain and sophomore Peter Geraghty join us now. Michael, just take us through that 5K race in Columbus. It seemed like you were sitting back a little bit, and then as we got to about lap 18, 19, 20, it was when your kick just came in, and your 10 points proved to be the margin of victory. Was that something in the back of your head as the race was starting at all, or was it something that, you crossed the finish line, you found out, and you're like, all right?
Well, we treated the race kind of, as a conference meet. We knew that we have events in all areas and everything, so our best contribution would be as many points as we can bring in there. But, I didn't think going in like, I needed this many points or anything, because we knew that it was going to rely on everybody. So just running a more conservative race and putting ourselves in there at the end was the key. So, we didn't know that, it would be as close as it was. We thought we were going to have another event in the bag, so to speak, for at least a few points, but it just turned out that my event was the last one. So it, I guess it put us in the lead, but it really was everyone else who came before me that got us there.
Well, either way, it seemed to work out. Peter, you're one of 3 All-American vaulters, 4 guys that invited to the meet. What's it like to kind of compete on a big stage like that with, guys you train with every day, guys that I know you said you even share a house with? What's it like to just, does it make it seem like it's not really that big of an event when you have all those guys with you?
Yeah, definitely. The whole, I guess the grand event, nationals meet gets taken down a couple notches when you've got 3 of your other athletes who, 3 really talented athletes who are just competing right there with you. It takes all the jitters away. It honestly feels like a normal meet or a normal practice. I mean, without those guys, I'd probably be sunk pretty far deep, and it's just another one of the ways that they helped me out. One of the many, many ways that they helped me out was just being there with me at the nationals meet, supporting each other, and it's just a great feeling and great time.
And obviously you talk about that. You end up finishing second on the tiebreaker. You clear the highest height. Tell me what it was like when you cleared that bar when you hit the mat. What were kind of the feelings going through your head?
Honestly, I kind of lost control a little bit mentally. I tried to regain a little bit of composure, but I didn't think I was going to really clear the bar going down the runway. Sometimes in the pole vault, you just kind of plant the stick and you try to go upside down and just let the results be what the results are. I'm incredibly pleased with my. I'm happy with my performance. I kind of wish that I could have scored a few more points for the team, but overall, yeah, just feeling good about the performance.
And when you talk about North Central track, pole vaulting, obviously one thing that really comes up with all the All-Americans and some national titles. Is there some pressure to go along with that you feel as a North Central vaulter?
No, there's really not a lot of pressure. Coach is really specific and really clear that every single meet is just like every other meet. Every single performance is like every other performance. So when we go to the nationals meet, literally all we have to do is perform the same way we've always performed, and it's just 100%.
Nice and easy. And Coach, one thing that we talked to you on Saturday after you guys got the trophy, the podium celebration, one of the things you talked about was, it's nice to take home this national trophy, but something that we've heard, since cross-country season when Coach Carius was in here was, it's all about the process. Kind of what is that all about, and kind of what exactly did you mean by that?
Well, the process is doing things that you do well on a daily basis, and that's with practicing with your coach, your own individual sleep, eating habits, your training habits, and trying to work through all that to be where you want to be at the end of the season. If there's no process, if you're not doing the right things, you may not get the kind of result that you want. And if you want the result of being a national champion or being a scorer at national, we know the blueprint that can get you there. And we try to talk about that process, living it on a daily basis and doing all the little things correctly so that you can have at least a shot at the end result. And that's what we mean by that.
So Mike is a guy that's been in this program for 4 years, had that preached to you day in and day out. Do you find yourself maybe, 3.5, 4 years later approaching races any differently than you did as a freshman or maybe as a young sophomore?
Yeah, I would say definitely. I'm a lot more confident in myself now and a lot more consistent, I'd say, in my mentality approach before races. It really is, step on the line now, and we've got history of success. We've got confidence. We've got, much more confidence in our teammates, and all that comes from, years of going through the process. Our coaches, they've built the program, the foundation, and we believe in it. So, and it also translates not only from the track, but kind of like, in the classroom and in everyday life. Just you focus on what you can do, and you get your shot at the end, and what you have on that day is what you have on that day. But you know that you're going to give it your best. That's really it's simple, but that's what they teach us.
And Peter, obviously you had a very good indoor season with the finish at Nationals. What's your goal going into outdoors?
The goal going into outdoors it's really simple. It's just to maintain consistency at the heights that I've cleared so far. So consistently clearing 520, consistently clearing 530. And then if I get the opportunity, obviously, to jump a higher bar than that. As a team, I think all of us, I don't know what the goals are, team, but basically just to be consistent pole vaulters. That's where our strength is going to be. That's how I think we're going to do really well at the outdoor national meet. Probably, and just have a good performance at the outdoor national meet.
Well, guys, congratulations once again. We appreciate you coming by, and enjoy your spring break.
Great. Thanks for having us.
Thanks.
Well, as these guys get ready to go off on spring break, the Cardinal Report rolls on. We'll just have more after this short break.